workouts on the floor of the casino, and the energy in town is absolutely undeniable. And Thursday night will no doubt just be an incredible evening for the sport of boxing. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us, spending time with us. I know fight week is intense, but having you here is great. And I want to welcome in everybody watching on all of our top-ranked channels across the globe. Thank you so much for joining us as well. All right, I'm going to get right to it. Alan Kid Kansas Garcia. Looking great, brother. Great smile. 21 years old, 3 years in the pro game now with a record of 9-0. How did you find boxing? Or better yet, did boxing find you?
Honestly, man, I was a kid fighting at the park, and my dad just decided to take me to the boxing gym, the local boxing gym, you know what I mean? And he made it a routine. We went the first day. Me and my big brother didn't think nothing of it. The second day rolled by, and he's like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're on the game, and he said, "We're going to the gym." And so we started going and going, and you know, I started competing, and from there I just loved it. I loved the energy that it brought and the attention, you know what I mean? And it was just something different and something I devoted to right away.
How's the discipline in the gym? You're 9-0, your first 3 fights, you started your career in Mexico. Here we are in Las Vegas.
I'm actually 10-0. I don't know. 10-0, 8 knockouts. The discipline is there. I'm always, you know,
Classes.
I'm in the gym, even when I'm not in camp. You know, I'll be at home in Kansas and I'll stay in the gym. I like to continue learning, continue developing, getting stronger, faster, smarter. Anything I can do to up my game and to, you know, take care of my body, then I'm for it.
How's it been so far, your time in Vegas? There's obviously a lot of distractions in the city right now. There's an anticipated 300,000 people making their way to the city as we speak. Is the phone in a drawer locked away? And that's a question that'll come to all of you guys, but how you staying focused in Vegas with fight week and obviously the big game on Sunday?
Staying focused isn't really a problem for me. It's just like when I go anywhere, it's, you know, I know what I'm here for, and I'm here to do my job, and my job is to be entertaining and be that fighter, you know what I mean? I got a lot of people we got people from Kansas, because, you know, the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl, so I got a lot of people showing love and support, especially people out here, all the fans that are out here. But like I said, it's something simple to me. I'm here to do one thing only, and that's fight and win.
Talk about the gym, where you spend most of your time. Los Lobos?
No, that's when I was in the amateurs. I train at a wild card now, wild card boxing.
Okay.
So we're there. I'm there twice a day, sometimes even 3 times a day. I get my boxing done with my coach, Coach Gloria, Coach G, and then I go back for strength and conditioning.
What's the dynamic with Coach? Because I want to get into the gym life a little bit, because with all of you guys, what's happening now in your careers, the discipline that's being implemented into the gym, obviously is setting the stage for what's to come.
One thing about her is that you just gotta keep your bags by the door, because you never know, she might send you home if you're not dedicated enough, to be honest. But nah, man, working with her is great. It's always, she don't have a life outside of boxing, you know what I mean? And a lot of people look at her differently just because she's a female trainer, but to me, she's a trainer. I don't care if she was a male, female, or, you know, whatever. She's a trainer, and she's doing a lot of good things in the sport, and she's brought me a long way, you know, ever since we started working together, so.
I don't want to ask the question who you got in the big game, but obviously we know who you're rooting for, your hometown team. 2 W's, 1 for you, 1 for them, when we leave on Monday to get out of town.
Surprise, surprise. I'm actually rooting for the 49ers, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Nick Bosa fan, for real, but you know, I'm rooting for a great game overall. I know it's gonna be an interesting game, especially between these 2 teams. They met up a couple years ago, so they're gonna run it back.
You just lost 1,800 followers. Down for saying that. Our chat online just exploded. They're like, to heck with that guy. Best of luck Thursday night. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank you.
Coming one over, Charlie Sheehy. Listen, your amateur career really doesn't need any kind of explanation, but you're a 3-time national Gold Gloves champ. You've had fights here in Vegas before. How special is it to be here when this city is just electric right now and you're on a card?
I love fighting in Vegas. Vegas is one of those cities growing up, you'd always see like Mayweather and all the big guys fighting on it. So to be here often, feels really good because this is what I always dreamed of as a kid.
Your last fight was a clinic. You know, you walked away with a unanimous decision, but you weren't really touched. You controlled the entire fight. What do you set out to do walking into this one Thursday night? Are there things that you work on in camp that you want to improve on each time out? And are there specifics that you can share with us?
Absolutely. I want to come out and execute a great boxing game plan. You know, I always want to hit and not get hit. But me and Coach Javier have been preparing some things, so hopefully you guys will all see some improvements Thursday night.
It's funny you mentioned Coach, because my next question, you know, a lot of people in the sport compliment your ring IQ and your patience. Patience is sometimes one of the last things to see fighters develop at a young age, but patience is no problem for you. Is that something that you pride yourself on, that ring IQ and the patience to sit back and let the fight play out in front of you?
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to go in there and rush things. I like to get myself into the fight, see what my opponent's trying to do, see what's working for me, and see what I can work off in there.
8-0. Hopefully on Thursday you're 9-0. How does all of this sort of get put on the back burner so that we can focus on weigh-ins tomorrow and then walking into the ring and getting business done Thursday?
I'm just focused on my fight. I know it's a big week. The Super Bowl, you know, being from San Francisco, I want to kick things off right for the Bay Area.
Did you guys have a little conversation before we started? Kansas City, San Francisco, and you're on his side on this one? What's
He
happening?
told me yesterday he was coming from Dynasty, but he knows. So, but yeah, I'm super excited. I felt like it was meant for me to be here, you know, and especially now with the Niners playing in the Super Bowl, and I get to kick things off for us.
Awesome. Listen, best of luck Thursday night. We'll see you tomorrow on the scale.
Thank you.
Moving over to my left, your right, Abdullah Mason. Great to see you. Open workouts. Let's just jump in about open workouts. Yesterday you walked in and you had energy, the big smile, you brought it, you got the sweat on. We normally don't see that in open workouts. Why are you so excited? Why are you so energized to be here this week?
When you in a gym, when you locked in for so long, working in the gym with my brothers, just being in that environment, you know, when I step out into the ring, like the open workout or, you know, my fights, I feel like it's my territory, so that's where that energy and all that comes from.
We had a chance to talk at the end of the workout. Your dad came over and was a part of the interview as well. He referenced you guys as the Boxing Jackson 5. Talk about the dynamic of the family and how you guys are on this journey together. What is it like? What are the pros? What are the cons?
All pros, no cons. Yeah, it's amazing. You know, everybody's pushing each other to be better, and not just in boxing, but just better. You know, better to each other, better family, better brothers. You know, just the full structure. I credit that to us being Muslim as well, and you know that just pushes further.
I'm in the house now. I'm here now. I'm starting to get an appetite for it. That was a quote that you said. What does that mean? I'm in the house now and I got an appetite for it.
It means what it sounds like. You know, I'm here now, and my appetite gonna keep growing. Every time I'm gonna get hungrier and hungrier. It's just the beginning now, so we on the road to the top.
How do you put all this behind you, sort of all the distractions? Bright lights, big city, 300,000 people coming to town, and Top Rank Boxing, ESPN kicking off the biggest sporting week in the country.
Like I always say, I'm grateful for it, and you know, I'm gonna take advantage of it. You know that I'm here in the spotlight, and I'm gonna stay focused. But another day, another dollar. We here, we gonna keep working.
Listen, thanks for spending time with us. And lastly, on my left, Javier Milwaukee-made Martinez. Thanks for joining us. Milwaukee pride, brother, through and through. Talk about what that means to you to be representing Milwaukee. Everybody on this stage obviously representing their hometown, but we don't hear Milwaukee very often in this game, and you carry that with pride.
Right, that's probably one of the reasons why I represent it so much. There's not a lot of boxers coming out of Milwaukee. And there's actually a lot of good fighters out of my city, you know, but living where I'm from, they don't really make it out, you know, they follow a different route, so they don't really get these opportunities. So I'm putting out for them.
Listen, I enjoy introducing you every time because it's something special to say your name and have Milwaukee made in between it. Vegas is your home now. You're training here. How does Vegas continue to help you improve? Because the training in Las Vegas is second to none. You're surrounded by the best in the sport. How has that move helped you?
I actually did my pro debut here in Vegas. I moved to Riverside, California. I'm training out there with Robert Garcia. So, you know, just being out there, being away from my family, being away from all the distractions back home, you know, it feels good. You know, you're locked in. So when I get here, it's exciting. You know, I just want to get in there and put on the show.
How much time did you spend prior to now, to fight week in Vegas? Did you come out early? Did I read somewhere that you were here a little early, sparring a little bit?
No. I think you.
I read wrong.
I heard you heard wrong. Yeah, I got here Monday.
Well, listen. You're the youngest of 5, very similar to Abdullah here. How does that family dynamic support you as well on this journey?
You know, we don't have the best connection, but I think growing up as the youngest, I was always trying to prove myself to my oldest brothers, you know? Always trying to show them that I'm tough. You know, they always trying to have me fight the neighborhood kids. You know, always trying to prove myself. So having them start boxing, not really liking it, you know, introduced me into boxing. So once I started doing it, I loved it.
Thursday night, it's a big opportunity. It's obviously ESPN, huge platform, and you're on the cusp of what could be. What's next for you after Thursday? Can you look past it?
I really don't like doing that, but I feel like I'm getting closer to a title elimination, you know? I just feel it every time I come, you know, especially after my last performance. I feel like doing that again, you know? I know I will.
Listen, gentlemen, thank you so much for spending time with us. I'm going to have you all come up here for a quick photo for the press that's in the building, and then we'll bring up our co-main and main event. So just simply leave those mics on your seats, and we'll get on to our co-feature and main event in just a few minutes. Again, to everybody tuning in and everybody in attendance, we have a stacked card, 9 fights this Thursday night out of the Michelob Ultra Arena here at the Mandalay Bay in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. A massive week in sports here in Vegas, and we get to kick it off Thursday night right here in Mandalay Bay. These 4 incredible young prospects will be taken to the ring Thursday night. We begin 3:30 Pacific on ESPN Plus, and then we move over to the network ESPN at 7:30 Pacific with our co-feature and main event. Those gentlemen will be on stage in just a few minutes.
There you go.
better environment.
Katie, are they coming?
You and your dad.
I need it back. I can send them to you. Knowing now that you're going to do the translations, I'll send them to you ahead of time. Perfect. Leave it like that?
What is they showing?
I kind of like it.
Listen. Punch that like button. Yes, thank What's up, my guy? How you doing? Pretty good. Pretty good? Yeah. You can give him a book to read.
I wish I did, bro. What are you reading, Teofimo? What are you reading? Get a picture. Hey, Bob. What's up, Derek?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the Michelob Ultra Arena here inside Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Joining me now on stage, our co-feature and our main event in our co-feature. It's scheduled for 10 rounds for the USBA, WBC, USA, and WBO Intercontinental Lightweight titles. Jose Sniper Pedraza and the businessman Kean Davis. And in our main event, the WBO Junior Welterweight Championship of the Jamaine the Technician Ortiz challenging the champion, the takeover, Teofimo Lopez. Gentlemen, thank you for being here this afternoon. I know it's fight week, I know you got a lot on your plate, so let's just get right down to it. Kean, I'm gonna start with you. Business as usual, Thursday night, or does this two-division former champ present any challenges that you haven't seen before?
I'm gonna say the same thing I said all week in camp leading up to this fight. Pedraza, he's a great fighter. He put in a lot of great fights for the sport of boxing, and I believe he's good for the sport of boxing. But I feel like he got the biggest challenge yet in front of him right here. A young, hungry, real fighter, and starting when that bell starts, I'm not playing. I'm not here to play. So yeah, it's gonna be a great action-packed fight. Definitely, I'm coming out victorious, but the fans gonna be the winners at the end of the night.
Your last two fights went the distance. You put in a lot of rounds. Have those rounds taught you anything or helped you prepare for this challenge Thursday night?
I feel like Top Rank been doing a great job in putting me in there with the right opponents from my Top Rank debut. I fought a guy that never been stopped before, and I knocked him out and stopped him with a body shot. So Pedraza is really no different. He's just another opponent that, Top Rank been putting me in there with. Every opponent they sent me, I never turned down or thought twice about, and it's no different with this one.
I'm going to come over to you, Jose Sniper Pedraza. Thank you so much. I've got Gabe Rivas in the front row to help me translate. Two-division champion. What is it about this fight for you? Why did you take this fight? Why now?
Campeón mundial en 2 divisiones, ¿por qué aceptaste esta pelea en este momento de tu carrera?
Saludos a todos. Mira, a esta altura de mi carrera, no importa quién sea, ¿verdad? Kean es un excelente boxeador. No tiene la experiencia en el profesionalismo, pero sí tiene una gran trayectoria en amateur. Así que es un excelente boxeador y no importa el récord. Es un excelente boxeador y hay que encontrar esos retos. Así que no importa si era un novato en el profesionalismo o si es un contendiente, un veterano, hay que aceptarlo. Vamos a pelear.
Salutations to everybody. At this point in my career, it doesn't matter who it is. Kean is an excellent boxer. He doesn't have experience in the pros, but he does have a great trajectory in the amateurs. So he's an excellent boxer, and it doesn't matter the record. I'm here to accept and take the challenges, and it doesn't matter if it's a novice, a beginner, a contender, or a veteran. I'm here to fight and accept fights.
How do you make a statement Thursday night and derail the up-and-coming Kean?
¿Cómo vas a causar una gran impresión y descarrilar el camino de Kean en su camino hacia un campeonato?
Mira, yo me preparé muy bien para esta pelea. Yo vengo a hacer el trabajo, el resultado no miro el resultado. Obviamente, no me malinterpreten. Sí espero una gran victoria, pero no espero un resultado, no espero ganar, no espero perder, no espero empatar. Simplemente voy a hacer un gran trabajo para el fanático, para el fanático y que se vayan todos contentos. Vamos allá.
I'm prepared for this fight. I've come to do a job, and I don't look at the result. Don't misunderstand me. I do expect to walk away with a great victory, but I don't expect to lose, win, or draw. What I expect to do is to do a great job for the fans so that they can all leave happy.
Kean, I want to come back to you. You were quoted as saying this is Pedraza's last chance to get back into title contention. Knowing that, having said that, is there anything that is coming from this side that proposes or poses a challenge to you that you may have not seen yet?
We gonna have to wait and see, honestly. He said he got all the experience and all the good fights in the world. He did fight a lot of great fighters, but he ain't fight this fighter yet. And I'm walking in my own greatness, thanks to God, my Jesus Christ. And he didn't fight me yet, so I don't care all the experience that he have. He didn't fight me yet, so he gonna see what I'm gonna bring to the table.
Camp was split between Norfolk and Vegas. How has your time been in Vegas? I've asked this of pretty much everybody this afternoon. With everything going on in town, the focus, camp, have any of those distractions that Vegas can present creeped in?
Distractions are gonna be here. Distractions are always gonna distractions all around all the world. Like distractions are here right now. You know what I'm saying? But as fighters, you just gotta block out everything. But if you just try to reach that next level and really try to be great, it's gonna show fight night and how much that person been distracted or how much that person haven't been focused. And leading up to my past fights, I feel like it have been showing with the errors that I have been making with my suspension of the marijuana and stuff like that. I feel like y'all really didn't get to see the best of me yet because during those fights and those fight weeks, I was doing what I wasn't supposed to do. You understand what I'm saying? So now that I just put everything down and committed myself to God, I feel a lot better. I got a lot more energy. I'm thinking more positive. I'm not worried or nervous about this fight. Super confident, super excited, and I just can't wait to put on a performance for the fans.
I want to come back to Jose. You said that Kean has yet to face anybody of your caliber, a two-division world champion. Did he make a mistake in signing on to face you Thursday night?
José, dijiste que nunca ha enfrentado a alguien de tu calibre. Kean, un campeón mundial en 2 divisiones, ¿ha cometido un error al aceptar esta pelea?
Mira, sí, definitivamente cometí un error, así como yo también cometí un error al aceptar la pelea con él. Cometemos errores, o sea, como dije anteriormente, en esta etapa de mi carrera hay que aceptar cualquier oponente. Estoy bien preparado, como dije anteriormente. Hoy va a tener una larga noche, Kean, así que prepárese.
Yes, definitely he made a mistake, but I did too in accepting the fight with him. We make mistakes, but like I've said, at this level of my career, you have to accept any fight. And so I'm very prepared, like I've said before, but he's going to have a long night, Kean, so be prepared.
He says you're going to have a long night. Are you prepared for a long night?
Hey, I love to fight. I love to fight. I'm coming into the fight knowing I have a fight, but I love to fight. Boxing, putting on gloves, that ain't nothing. Like, I fight, you understand what I'm saying? So he told me I'm having a long night. I'm making a long night for his ass. I'm the younger fighter, quicker fighter. I don't care about none of your experience. I don't care who you think you are. I don't care. I love to fight, so let's make it a long night.
Jose, last question for you. Has there ever been a time when you've looked back on your journey so far and you've caught yourself saying, where has time gone? Are you able to stay present and allow the journey to guide you?
¿No has tomado el tiempo de pensar en tu carrera y preguntarte, pues, cómo ha pasado tanto tiempo? ¿Dónde se ha ido el tiempo? ¿O simplemente te enfocas en el presente y dejas que el camino te guíe?
Eso así, eso es correcto. Me pregunto, ¿verdad? Como cualquier otro boxeador que lleva muchos años en esta carrera como boxeador, qué es lo que me espera, ¿verdad? En un futuro. Pero siempre vivo el presente, el día a día, y esta pelea pues va a ser lo mismo. No veo una pelea después de esta.
siempre me voy a enfocar en esta pelea, en Kean, porque es un excelente boxeador. No puedo, sea un veterano, sea un novato en el profesionalismo, siempre lo veo como un gran boxeador, como lo que es. Pero sí, siempre vivo el presente.
Yes, correct. I have asked myself, like any other boxer who's had many years in his career in boxing, what can I expect in my future? But I always like to be in the present, live day by day, and this fight's going to be the same. I don't think about any fight after that. I'm focused on this fight with Kean, who's an excellent boxer. Whether or not he's a veteran, I look at him as an excellent boxer. So I also try to live in the present.
Jose, thank you very much. Gracias. What's going on over here with you guys? I hear there's chatter back and forth. What's happening?
I ain't gonna say exactly what we were saying, but you know, just seeing things in the media and videos and stuff like that, and you know, fighters like to bring up things that happen, you know, behind closed doors, but they don't speak on everything that happened. So yeah, you know, I asked for a picture, but this man did tell me not to call him out after this fight. So you take that for what it is.
Kean, Jose, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Best of luck Thursday. Let's move over to our main event, ladies and gentlemen. The WBO Junior Welterweight Championship of the world on the line. The champ, the takeover, Teofimo Lopez. The challenger, Jamaine, the technician, Ortiz. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. First of all, Teo, let's start with you, champ. What are we reading here? Because you had this book out all press conference. What do we got?
Is my mic on? Okay, cool. Just gotta make sure. First off, I just want to thank the Lord Almighty. Above it all, you know, He gave us this day today. It's a glorious day. We all are here, so we are all blessed. And right now, you know, the teachings of Bruce Lee. He's one of my mentors, and if not, my master. You know, so I really believe on it. Be water, my friend. The art of fighting is Jeet Kune Do or Do. So, you know, with all that being said, just blocking noise, you know, just staying positive through it all, you know, and just carrying myself as I should, as a well-being man, someone that has a lot of credentials, however, at the same time knows when it goes to that ring and it's time to lace up the gloves and be in that corner. That's where everything defines my moment.
Jamaine, I'm gonna come over to you. Here we go. Your first shot at a world title. How you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing. Great. The happiest I've ever been.
How's Vegas been this fight week? There's a lot of distractions. I've been talking about it all afternoon. How has your time been in Vegas? Canceling out the noise and just staying focused at the task at hand.
It's very hard for me to get distracted. I have a great team that keeps me protected from any distractions. You know, I don't have a cell phone during fight week, so no distractions. It's been great.
You mentioned that yesterday at open workouts, and I gave you a big smile when you said, "Hey, I don't carry my cell phone in fight week." I think that's commendable. At 26, or I'm sorry, Teo, I want to come back to you real quick. At 26, you mentioned this, your accolades. You've accomplished more in the sport than most could ever dream of. At open workouts yesterday, you were electric. Backflips, energy, excitement. How do you translate or cage all of that? When I look back at the marketing for this fight, it's a circus. We're literally marketing a circus here in Las Vegas. How do you cage all of that up and channel it for Thursday night?
Well, because I'm the big clown of the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make everybody laugh, and I got a big nose for a reason. Put on that big red bubbly nose right there, so for everybody to hit. What else can I say, man? This is a beautiful moment. I want to thank Bob Arum and Top Rank. I really want to thank ESPN for the beautiful platform. You know what I'm saying? Mark Chinook, you know, this is Top Rank, this is boxing. You know,
Settle
it's all
down,
these
that's
things.
my line, bro. Settle down.
Am I gonna get copyrighted for that one?
You owe me $18.50.
Shoot, I got a check for you. But you know, with all that being said, you know, I'm grateful. It's good to be back. You know, I waited for some time, wanted to see the likes of these young talent coming through, and I think, you know, at the end of it all, I still got that fire in me. 26 years young, I've done a lot in my career. However, this is only the beginning. I'm still not in my prime yet. You know, and I look forward to putting on a great show. We have a tremendous dance partner in the name of Jamaine Ortiz, and it's great. You know, he's definitely wanted this fight for a while now, and I know he's well prepared, so am I, and we'll do our thing come Thursday night.
Let's talk about that. Let's get into it a little bit. There's been a ton of mutual respect from both camps back and
I don't
forth.
have respect, man. No.
Up to this point, there's been a lot of respect from both corners. But here we are, it's fight week. Does your mindset change a little bit now that we've had open workouts and here we are at the press conference and you guys are about to do a face-off in 10, 15 minutes? Does all of that mutual respect that I just referenced go out the window and it's time to get down to the hurt business?
There hasn't been no respect. You know, at the end of the day, it's a fight game. I'm coming here to take his head off, and it is what it is. You know, there's a calm before the storm, and you gotta know how to keep control of your mind, your body, especially before you go into battle. So that's what it is. It's not a respectful thing.
You've always had that calm demeanor your entire career, all of your fights. You've walked into the room, it's always been a calm technician walking into the facility that we've shared over the years. When I look at the marketing, which I just referenced, it's a circus, you know, and it's being marketed as a circus with he just referenced himself as the biggest clown in the game. How do you come into the ring on Thursday night, shock the world?
I feel like I'm gonna be the guy leading the clown and having him do whatever I want to do. So it's gonna be that type of show.
Yeah. Tszyu, I'm coming back to you. You said you want to get to the top and stay there. What have you learned from the last couple of years through the ups and downs, sideways, backs and forths that will allow you to stay at the top and continue to be at the top?
Well, you know, I've been to the top before at the 135 division, beating the most decorated fighter at that time, Vasily Lomachenko, #1 pound for pound. No one wanted to face him then, and we did it, we accomplished it. Now we're back again, Kingpin, 140, beat the guy no one really wanted to call out, Josh Taylor. Great fighter. And you know, with all that being said, I look at it like, well, I've gained it, I've lost it, now I've gained it back again. I got a W. So with that being said, I've seen the ups, the downs, back on top, and I know what it takes to become a greater champion in that. And that's just respecting the ring, respecting what it means to be a champion, respecting what it means to be a lineal world champion. You know, something that these guys may not understand just yet because they haven't touched that ring yet. They haven't touched the depths of the sport, the respect to the sport. You know, but everybody to each his own. You know, for myself now, it's like, what do I do this year? How can I make my sport better? You know, so many others out there put a lot of words in my mouth, you know, and me being a Latino on top of that, you know, I represent all cultures and all Latinos, you know, so following into that, you know, so many people kind of trick my words. You know, they put words in my mouth that I never expressed, you know. Name me one Puerto Rican fighter right now in this modern day era that has done the things of the likes of Tito Trinidad, the likes of Wilfredo Gomez, the likes of Miguel Cotto. So when I express about Puerto Ricans, I'm saying of this era. I'm not talking about the 80s and 90s and the early 2000s. So please, with all due respect, wear tampons if you're gonna complain about this.
Jamaine talked about his camp and how they keep him focused and disciplined when walking into fight after fight. How has your team and your camp, and you know, I hear your dad being vocal over there, how has your camp kept you focused, kept you in line through the ups and downs of life outside of the ring?
Well, you gotta understand, we know nothing. You know, me, I'm still young, 26. It's all about growth, is it not? You know, it's all about learning every day. I learn something new every day, whether there's a lot of ego on this side or whether there's nervousness on that side. I look at things differently now. You know, I'm wise beyond my years. However, it's how I carry it, is it not? You know, I've taken the blood, sweat, and tears as a true man that he should. I've learned that from the greats behind us. You know, so don't tell me something if you haven't done it yet. You know, talk is cheap when it comes to it. And if you don't have the accolades like myself, then we shouldn't express more than what it is. I look at myself and I look at my team. My father is still here and I listen to him every single day. I'm grateful for him and I'm thankful for the Father. Above it all, above all of us too, I think there's a good humility here that we all should take in. Should we not?
Thank you, champ. Jamaine, last question for you. You've been in this ring before, with champs before. What would a victory mean Thursday night?
When I win Thursday night, it's gonna be a great night, a night for me to remember for the rest of my life, the day I become world champion. And it's just another path for me to face other great fighters and continue the legacy, continue the glory of where I'm trying to reach in the sport, you know, and to be remembered.
We're going to leave it at that. Jose, Kean, Jamaine, Tszyu, thank you, gentlemen, for being here with us this afternoon. To everybody again, it begins Thursday. We'll be here tomorrow for weigh-ins, but Thursday we begin at 3:30 Pacific on ESPN Plus, and then we move over to the network ESPN at 7:30. Again, as always, this is boxing. This is Top Rank. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon when we get them on the scale. Have a great day, everybody.
Damn, my feet are heavy. Cara a cara.
No, Scotty. No, Scotty. Knock him up, Scotty.
Excuse me, the bump is the wrong side. Please, thank you. Cara a cara.
Está coloradito, tiene miedo. Está loco.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, Cardi, close him with the belt.
Yeah. One deal with the belt, Mikey. One deal with the belt.
You dropped it?
What it is, the top. Dude, matey. I like this setup here.
Put it up and walk away.
Huh?
You put it up and walk away.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any easier than that. I wish I could do that. Come back after lunch, pick it up. It's done.
They even got the ones that like move, you know. That follow.
Then you really don't have to go. I'm supposed to meet with this guy Jason Tang right now.
You're gonna hang out for a while, Tom? I'm gonna shoot off.
Are you?
When you got going knows how to fight, it's going to be a really, really good Close your eyes. Close your eyes. It sounds like it's amazing. You've got the same eyes, I promise you.
Hey, Tom. Jason Tang's right here.
I think so. Does he come from Brockton or around Brockton? Probably. But again, these guys from Brockton are really working class people, and their cadence and everything reflects them.
Bob, let me ask you. Can you grab the box? Actually, Jalen, do you want to send me your yeah.
I don't understand. Stevenson is a really good fighter. Potentially could be one of the best ever in boxing. So a kid like that is very willing to fight anybody, and he's very ambitious. And when things don't break the way he would like, he gets very disappointed and despondent. So I know that he wanted to fight Averett.
All right, guys, appreciate you watching. Those who liked the video, I appreciate you. Thank you. Just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching.
He's fighting Pedraza.